Wow,
So
excellent.
just looking now, and a student would like to know a little bit more information about how the summative assessments work. Do they do this after they've done the 10 weeks of study, or can they be working on their assignments as it goes along?
Thanks for that. Okay, there is nothing at all to stop you working on your assignment as you go along. In fact, I would strongly advise it, because the end of week 10 going into the point at which you hand in your assignment is usually only a few days. So you will get time in week 10 to actually work on your assignment, have tutorials, build up things. So for example, on the module we've just finished, I asked students to fill in online a short description of each of the sections of the assignment they were going to be doing that I and other students could comment on, and that then was fleshed out into the full assignment. But you certainly, you can be working on it, but you most definitely should be reading around it. You should be thinking from almost week 1, okay, so what's my assignment going to be looking at? What's it going to be working around? And building up your thinking and your reading to that point. And to be honest with you, yes, most students do start writing around week 9. And by the time we get to week 11, when we're handing things in, then they've got a good assignment that they've been working on for a while. Some people, however, would say, right, end of week 10, I'm going to spend 3 days solidly just writing my assignment. That's fine. But it's like I said about where you find to work. It's about finding the way that works for you. As long as you're engaging with the units of work, as long as you're doing the right level of reading, that's fine. The only problem comes when you don't engage. That's when I think you'll struggle. And when you start the writing process for your final assignment, that's up to you. But from day 1, you will know the exact day and time of the hand-in. You'll know exactly when you hand it in. And so it's then up to you to plan around that. What I would say, though, just while we're on the issue, is I mentioned also that we as a university support you. So, for example, we've had some students who have suddenly had something horrible happen that's got in the way of their teaching. So, in terms of, well, teaching and for their learning. So, for example, we've had students who've been suddenly bereaved. They've lost someone close to them. And in those circumstances, we can support you by giving you extensions, 1-week extensions, and sometimes even longer extenuating circumstances extensions to your work. Now, obviously, you have to apply for them, and obviously, you have to prove that there's a good reason for it rather than just, oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't be bothered, or oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get myself organised in time. But if there's a legitimate reason, we can work around that. We can support you, and we will. But from day 1, you will know when that assignment is needing to be handed in, and it's then up to you to decide when you start the writing process.